Our quarry today is a new player in ARK named Jackson. He's in our tribe, but we've gone ahead and placed him down in the middle of nowhere, and we want to see how he survives in his first evening on our ARK server. As an update for you all, I'm now playing on another server, so I'll show it off to you. I'll be sure to put that in the description. But we have, I'm an admin on the server, so we all run this one together, and there's a bunch of configuration that we put in to allow for a faster lower level progression in still a harsh environment and a longer upper level progression with an increased level cap that basically allows super dedicated players to learn all of the Ingrams if they work hard enough at it. So we'll go ahead. We'll run this. We'll spy on Jack as he does what he does. Maybe we'll intervene. Maybe we'll just play with him a little bit. But I would absolutely like to see where this goes. As I look through things, because it doesn't seem like he's doing a whole lot, so we'll check back in on him in a little bit. Some updates that have happened since our last video. The admin, or not the admin, the game developers have made it so that blood packs expire in 30 minutes. So they don't last nearly as long, and they also have I believe, a 40-second cooldown between uses. Checking out the map here. I have now explored all the west, north, south. I haven't gotten into the southeast yet, but we'll get there eventually. If you get into the world and want to check out what we're doing, you can find one of our shacks up there at lower. I haven't put our main base on the map here, but I put one of the caves there near our lower base as well. That's where I spend most of my time, but our main base, like I said, it's not on the map yet. But you see me out here, this is where Jackson was put down, and well, this is the North 3 spawn. So I hope that it's not too dangerous for him, but North 3 really is one of the most dangerous spawns in the game. I think I may have, oh, no, I thought I lost him, but it looks like he actually might be encumbered. He might have too much stuff on his body. And strangely enough, I placed him down here in a spot where there don't appear to be many aggressive dinosaurs. See, there's a Dilo over there. It's level 12, so he's fairly tamed. But I'm not seeing
Alright.
anything that would threaten him.
I'm going to start making some of these walls.
Microphone muted. Sound muted.
You'll pardon me, that was one of my tribe mates. We'll meet him eventually, but for now, it's just going to be me talking with you about what our quarry here is doing. He's building himself a hut, which is good. He'll have he'll have a safe place to live when he finishes kind of, I don't know, setting up. I suspect what he's going to do is build a bed in that hut so that he can respawn himself when he dies. But, I don't know. He's probably there gathering fiber. You'd think that he'd want to tame some dinosaurs to take care of him, but it seems like he's taking a safer approach by building himself a base of operations, even though really there aren't many dinosaurs around. I mean, there's a little dodo over there, but that ain't gonna do anything. The Dilo moved itself out, and I actually don't think I can see any further out. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go ahead and hop on my trusty bird here, Argentavis, I believe is what they're called, and actually I'm gonna need to get some more food, so we'll do that in a sec. We'll get some food. Ooh. What is going on with this saddle? That's better. So let's pardon me. We'll search around here. We'll see if there's anything interesting that Jackson might encounter. There's a Phiomia over here. And I'll kill on foot. Level 2. Good. should help keep my bird fueled up for the long observation ahead of us. We've got a few more hours of daylight here. And one thing to note on our server, we've got 3x experience gain at present. We're going to lower that at some point, probably to 2x, but we've got 3x experience gain right now. We've also got taming at 2 times the speed, or 3, I think it's 3 times the speed. Nighttime is at 3 times the speed, and actually I think experience is just 2 times. I'm mixing up my numbers. We're difficulty offset 2, we've got harvesting at 2, so we're doing quite a few boosts here to help people get up. And the reason we're really doing that, come back here, the reason we're really doing that is this is a new server. We started it up just last Saturday, so it's only been alive for about 4 or 5 days. And we wanted to give new players not only a reason to join, but also an opportunity to move quickly. A lot of people are going to end up coming from servers where they've already played quite a bit. Maybe they have a high-level character. We're not allowing character downloads because we do have a custom level curve that allows people to level up to 80. So we wanted to give folks an opportunity to hit the ground running and maybe catch up to where they used to be quite a bit faster than perhaps on a regular server. So it looks like he's probably picking up rocks now. So he's picking up rocks, it looks like, but still moving slow. Definitely moving slow. And we saw that there was just a Phiomia around the corner there. But there is a level 81 Stegosaurus. We'll see what kind of decision he makes with that Stego. Whether he happens to decide to leave it alone or maybe fight it. That'd be a really risky battle should he choose to attack that Stego, which would almost certainly one-hit him. We'll continue along. We see him there. He probably sees me. I don't know if he's really aware of me around, just observing him. But this will at least be a present that we can show him when he finishes his struggle, his lower level experience on the island. This is, like I said, this is his first time playing here. There's a Carbonemus. Looks up here. Got another Phiomia. Got another Dilo. There's a Parasaur. So it seems, as soon as he rounds the bend here, if he decides to progress, he's going to find quite a few dinosaurs to interact with. I'll bet this is the level 12 Dilo that I saw earlier, and then of course the Phiomia, which will provide great meat. Parasaurs, which are a really good first pack animal. They are one of the first. Actually, I think my first tame was a Dilo, and then I got a Parasaur shortly after. Because the Parasaur does a great job at just carting stuff around for you, and it's one of the earlier dinosaurs that you can actually mount when you build a saddle. You get an early saddle with that Parasaur. I think Phiomia is first, but they're also a decent pack animal. Parasaur, there you go, at level 9. So Jack's 1 level away from that engram if he really wants it. Triceratops down there, he could give Jack a bad time, but of course, being a docile dinosaur isn't going to give him any trouble unless Jack decides to give him a smack, which I suspect he won't. Doesn't look like there's anything too hostile up here. I'm sure back here in the forest, though, things are going to get a little more hairy. We'll see if we can find any predators that might decide to make their way to the shore and make life difficult on our little contestant. I'm not actually sure what Jack is going to win. He's out here on his own, kind of of his own volition. We recommended that he spend time out in the wild just to learn the game, because we've already got a pretty substantial base that I'll show off in a later episode, and that can be really difficult for a new player to ARK in general, because all of the difficult lessons have already been learned, and it's a very easy and safe space to start playing the game, which of course leads to more difficulty down the road when he actually does encounter a rough environment. They never had time to grow up, if you will, in that rough environment. Scouting around. doesn't seem like there's anything hostile around. It really is a gorgeous area up here at the north side of the map. It is one of the harder start zones. There tend to be higher level dinosaurs up here than in the other start zones. But we decided, and this is actually where I started off in North 3, is it's a tough place to start, but it's a fantastic place to learn. And, I mean, you have to. So, looks like Jack has got a fire going there in his house. And he's probably cooking some meat, maybe. I don't know for sure. I don't think he has any meat. So the fire... actually, I can't really guess as to why he would have it running if he didn't have any meat. And I will say that when I set him down here just a little while ago, I did throw a few trank arrows into him. I did shoot a few trank arrows into him, knock him out, and I took off quite a bit of the gear he had taken from our base. He had some basic materials here. I took one of his pickaxes, so he still dropped down with a set of cloth armor, a pickaxe, and a hatchet. But I decided I would, I'd give him a new player challenge out here. He's hacking away at some trees there. I suspect he's going to build a base and just live here, but I don't know. We'll see. He may have spotted me, so I'm going to go head back closer to the forest. That said, you can see player names at that distance. We possibly just saw my name. Although I'm high enough up in the sky that he may not really be watching the sky. This is a weird bug that happens. The ARGs can stall when you go up too high like that. That's my mistake. Should be better now. I made a few changes to my graphics settings. I realized that I had anti-aliasing off entirely. It can give a weird blur effect, but I went and actually had to fix the resolution, so we're getting a much better view of the game than on previous videos. So I do apologize for that. And actually, let me make sure that we got 1080 going on there, so we got a good, real solid resolution. Save. No, it didn't. Didn't save. There we go. I think I'll have to do a restart for that to actually take effect. But next video will have full-on 1080p. It really is a gorgeous game. I think we all know it's built off of the Unreal 4 engine, so it's got a lot of graphics horsepower behind it. Unfortunately, my graphics card is a couple years old, which usually is fine for the games that I play. Like, I've been playing City Skylines, and a lot of the time I was just playing Mount and Blade, sometimes Team Fortress 2. But those aren't really graphic-intensive games. But ARK here really does seem to be pushing the requirements for a graphics card on this one. Their recommendations for even my specific graphics card are all of the low graphics settings there, the GTX 660. But maybe I'll have to go for a Titan X. Maybe I'll have to splurge for that. But for now, I can play the game. I can play it smoothly, which I think is most important. And they've been doing a lot. The developers have been doing a lot of work to really improve the frame rate, the graphics processing, and really performance in general. CPU usage is down quite a bit. It's a lot more system resource friendly than other games. Than it used to be. Sorry, I got distracted because Jack is now putting a roof on top of his shack there. And I wonder if he's just going to bunker down for the evening. So I might cut the video when it goes to nighttime here. It is a faster nighttime here, but it still does take a decent amount of time. Yep, he has He has shut his house. He is living by himself right here, and I think he's bunkering down for the evening. All right, good deal. As he came in. I wonder if he's been chatting to me. No, been off. Chat has been silent. Like I said, our server's new. It's been on for just 4 days. We have about 10 to 12 regulars. About half of that, maybe 8 of those, are from the Myrmidons gaming clan, and then also myself. I'm not part of the Myrmidons. I don't know if I'll end up joining, but absolutely I enjoy playing the game with those guys. And I met them on the last server that I was on, but we decided to move to a different server. They actually bought this one, so we're all playing together, and I've ended up filling the role of, I guess, server technician. I do quite a bit of editing of the configuration files. I figured out how to make the wow, look at that, what's going on? Oh, they're building walls back at our base. Cresty there, he's part of the tribe, so is Gianni. What was I saying? Man, I lose my train of thought sometimes. There's so much stuff going on. He's home, his fire's on, and nighttime has gone dark. So I'll go ahead, I'll come back sometime during the day, and we'll continue from there.